Hi, I'm Dr. Thomas Su of Lipo Plastic Surgery, and today we're going to talk about our virtual consultation process for doing celebrity arms. And in case you didn't know, celebrity arms is our 360-degree sculpting, which is done in a high-definition manner to reveal your muscles, including the shoulders, the triceps, the biceps, just going all the way around. And this is our revolutionary procedure that goes way beyond what the traditional arm lipo just underneath the arm does. So let me explain a little bit about our virtual consultation. Other doctors, when they talk about virtual consultation, mean they're going to get on the phone with you, maybe on Skype, and talk about what they're going to do. But I don't know of any other practice that actually shows you in a picture or in front of a mirror or anything else what your new shape is going to look like. But we do it on photographs. So when you send us your photographs, we're going to take those photographs and we're going to draw on them, myself or one of the other doctors. And in doing the drawings, we're going to give you a very good idea before you ever book a surgery with us, what your new shape is going to look like. And although this isn't a 100% guarantee, it's going to come very close. We're going to include not just a new shape, but if there's any limitations such as loose skin or some wrinkles, we can represent those things in your drawings too to give you a good idea. But if you'll join me, we're going to set up our camera where we can take a look at some of these drawings, and you're going to get to take a step behind the scenes a little bit and see the photographs as they're being drawn on by me to show you how this whole process is done. So come on and join me. Thank you. All right, so the first position that I like to evaluate is straight on from the front. And when we're looking at something like this is actually a fairly thin young lady, and basically what we see here is that this outer edge of the arm, the outer contour, really makes someone who's already petite start to look like they're bulky. She also has a little bit of bra bulge right here that takes away from the whole picture too. So I'm going to go ahead and start drawing. What I'm going to do is create this new contour, the outer edge, and we're going to get rid of this bra bulge, and then you can see how much of a difference that makes. So this is the deltoid shape coming in, and as we come out, we're going over the triceps here, and when this bra bulge is gone, things are going to cut out something like this. So we're going to take away this little bulge in the appearance, and we're going to do the same thing for this other arm. Same thing right here. So I usually start off with the outline drawing first, and then we use a Sharpie marker to color things out. And what we have here is her new shape, and we'll just compare that side to side here. About like this. So you can see on the left-hand side here, we have someone who doesn't look quite fit and looks a little puffy on the sides, and we can see right here, she looks quite a bit more petite. So I'm going to turn that up just a little bit so that it's a little bit easier to see right there. Okay, just a nicer shape. So it makes a big difference on people who have a lot of fat on the lateral aspects of their arms. Okay, we're gonna go right into backside picture here. Okay, so you can see even more exaggerated. This is a very petite gal who has a very nicely shaped waist. You can see right here, but her outer arms and her back bra bulge really make a detrimental effect to her contours here. So let me turn this a little bit. So bringing back that shape of the actual deltoid and returning the shape of her bra bulge here. Let's take again a look at what the before and after would look like as far as the difference. One's wide and one's more shapely. So So even in someone who's very petite, if they have a little bit extra fat on the outside of the arms, that makes a huge difference. It's seen from the front as we showed you. This is from the back, but it also, almost all angles from the side or from a diagonal direction all make a big difference. This is the same patient right here. Here is the patient doing what I call, this is the photo pose, or we call this the cheerleader pose, and it's the kind of position that a lot of women like to take their fashion photos in. So as you can see right here, everything just looks bulky, and you wouldn't say that she's very fit by looking at this, but this is someone who works out all the time. So what I'm going to show you right here is restoring her natural contour of her deltoid right there, the tricep as I'm coming over it like this, and right here you see this little dip of the arm right here. This is not the shape of a fit arm. There's a little fat right there, and we're going to reverse this. Okay, so these are a little bulgy right here, but I'm drawing in the contour of the bicep. And as you can see here, this arm looks much more shapely than this arm. So let me just change the angle of this a little bit so that you can see better. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side so that you can see how the whole body looks together with this. And I'm sorry, I have to turn this. So there we go. This is a young lady who actually looks like she is toned and fit. And I forgot a couple things here. I'm going to draw in the bra bulges, okay? So right here, you see this little outward curve. When it's removed, also, this little bulge actually allows the arm to even have about another ½ inch of length, which can actually add an illusion that the arm is longer when it actually hasn't changed in length at all. So take a look at that. See, this is how we get the whole look of someone who's fit. That little bra bulge made a nice difference right there. So that's one of the accessory areas that we do. It is an option. Let's see, we have the side view. Okay, so this is when you hold your arms up in front or out to the sides. This contour right here hangs down, and it will change about like so. So now you get to see the new shape of her arm, okay, from the side view. Much thinner. Probably my favorite pose is this one right here, because we call this the muscle pose, and in the muscle pose we really get to see all the beautiful contours of the deltoid, biceps, and triceps all at once. In this case, this patient has a lot of fat right here. She actually did have lipo of her lower arms in the traditional fashion before I ever treated her. So she would have had a little bit more fullness right here, but there's still actually enough fat remaining that you'll see when I draw in this new shape that there's quite a bit left to be done. So we actually treat the shoulder, and we'll reveal the shoulder shape right here. And the fat that's overlying the bicep actually hides this nice contour right here. The arm actually extends back up into this area right here. So the upper back, which is this area right here that I'm have my pen over, that is also very important. It's another optional area. But when we take that out, we're going to see that the distance from her elbow to the crook of her arm actually increases by about ½ inch. So that will actually give a person a little bit more length in their arm. So I've explained it before, maybe other videos and such, but other liposuction done in a traditional approach does not treat things in a 360-degree manner. It only treats the lower arm, this little area right here. You would never see any of the contours right here. And another thing that shows when you treat the whole lateral aspect of the arm right here is that the deltoid will start to show. So we'll actually see a nice contour of the shoulder above. We'll see the posterior cut of the deltoid, the bicep grooves, and also this little slimming aspect right underneath the tricep, which gives it that nice fit appearance. So you can see fit arm, not fit arm, okay? And that's the celebrity arms difference right there. So I think that takes us through our entire range of views to look at somebody from. And what we'll do here is I'm showing you actual before and afters of different patients in their these different poses. So appreciate you watching how we do our virtual consultation. And I hope you'll send us your photos so that we can show you what your arms can look like. And just to mention, this patient right here that we've been working on has been one of our, I would say, average size patients. We do have patients with even less fat, and we have patients with a lot more fat that have a lot, bulkier shape to begin with. So we can do patients with a lot of different body shapes. As you're looking through these before and afters, I know that we have some here that we're showing that also have some looseness, and we can treat patients in their 40s, 50s, and that's probably about the extent that the celebrity arms is a really good procedure for, because after you get into the late 50s or 60s, the skin becomes so loose that oftentimes you just still would need a brachioplasty. One of the things I didn't mention earlier, which maybe on some of the other content we have, is that celebrity arms really creates a great skin retraction. So as you look at all these pictures, these are a lot of patients that other doctors would say, oh, they need a brachioplasty or an arm lift. But in our case, we don't need that in our medium to larger patients, because we're going to get a tremendous amount of skin retraction. So again, thank you very much, and I hope you send us your photos, and you can expect to see something probably very surprising to you as far as what we can create. Thank you very much.